Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2/Tuesday of our workout shenanigans. Yes, I just did it. That's why I look disgusting. Also, don't mind the room. It's an unmade bed. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, today is chest, mostly chest day. And yeah, I just did it. It was okay. So here's the thing. Quick pause. Quick pause. It's been okay. So with me recording it now, it is basically only added haste to me doing it. So basically, every time I go to set up a shot, I set up my shot and then immediately, which only takes like 5 seconds, and as soon as I set it up, I have like the urge to be like, all right, now let's film it. Now let's quickly get it done. Come on. So what exercising usually takes me like 3-4 hours, give or take, because we do quite a little bit. And I don't like to like break myself, even though that's what I'm kind of doing, because now when I go to exercise, I just did this one and yesterday's, which is my longest workout thing, and I did it in 2 hours, opposed to the 4, not even 2 hours. It was like an hour and 40 minutes, but that's not good. Anyways, I woke up today and I was like, oh, what? I don't remember the last time I felt fatigue, because I do it every week and I haven't stopped for like years. I go 1 week without it because I'm sick every now and again, but never like this. I woke up and my back is just aching, just aching like hell. But all in all, 'tis to be expected. Did spiders crawl on my foot? You kidding me? I think we're okay. Anyways, regardless, yes, it's going to be chest today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Is there anything I wanted to add? Oh, right. Because of copyright stuff, I've aired on listening to badass Native American music, which is actually fantastic, found out. Yeah, it's like the best thing to work out to, because especially if you know the rhythmic pattern to like why you enjoy music, it's really great. Anyways, exercise. And alas, we are back, or I am back, your friendly neighborhood Grin in editing. Alright, so as always when we start exercising, also by the way, I just did you the courtesy of taking out the whole stretching montage, but we did the same thing we did on Monday. But yes, we're going to warm up our muscles by doing the reflex bag. This is always what I do because I just love the fun of it. Again, the dodging of it, the movement of the head and the hands and everything about it. Also, the way that it promotes breathing, because you kind of have to work around your punches and that kind of stuff. I love it to pieces. But anyways, yes, that's me. This is me doing the warm-up. And again, I always fall back on this in the middle of workouts. So as I'm transitioning between the next thing and I'm giving myself kind of a minute to breathe, I do this just to keep myself warm. Because it's the basement and it's frozen as shit down there. So that's what's up. Alright, great. Also, one thing, there's not going to be that much cardio in this video, because again, this is just the warm-up, but secondly, just thought I'd say it, because, you know, it should be in every video that we make with this. I'm sorry about the weird grain effects on the screen, and just generally the horrible lighting. It's, believe you me, it bothers me, but it's probably more than the normal person, because I'm just like, oh, please, I wish there was a way I could fix it. Now I could bring in a giant lamp, but that's just another bit of shit that I don't want to deal with, so I guess it doesn't bother me that much. But anyways, hopefully you guys can get past it. Anyways, enough of me punching the bag. Next workout. Okay, so we're going to start off with just classic bench press. Also, be warned, the nips are real in this video because it's chest. What do you want from me? Okay? Anyways, real sharp nipples. I don't know what you want from me. Anyways, yes, we're doing bench press, and we do this for about 5 sets of, what was it, 10, I think it's 10, maybe 11, I think it's 10, yeah, but we do this for 5 sets of 10, again, same as the other video, I'll only be showing you guys the first one that I do, and then the last one that I do, just for the time's sake, as well as, it'll just annoying to have to constantly stop after every set to film and whatnot. I'm an impatient person, but anyways, here's me doing it, just utterly destroyed at the end of it all. Alright, me, you bitch. I'm noticing that. I'm cheaping out in this one, and I'm not going fully down. At least for those 2 that I caught just then. Where I yeah, cheaped out. I didn't go all the way down. I kind of let the momentum bounce and go forward again rather than come all the way down and then press forward. Who the hell are you trying to game? Me? Anywho, next thing we have is, well, it's same thing. It's bench press. Is that what it's called? Well, it's a dumbbell bench press, so it's not quite the same, but it's different. It demands some sort of control over your hands. Also, I've increased my weight recently in the last like 3 weeks, so I'm now doing 45s. And we do that for 3 sets of 13. But as you guys can see, these specific weights suck because the handle to them is extra giant, and it's plastic. So I imagine you're supposed to throw it on the ground if you want. And fucking shit, I didn't know my nips were this fucking in the goddamn thing. I don't know why it's bothering me. It's definitely annoying though. Anyways, it's chest, it's bench. You just press to the top. Am I doing anything wrong there? Now this one I was pretty fine with. Fucking Christ, bro. Look at my face. Look at that vein. Ooh, boy howdy. That is bad. Yikes. Anyways, it's a lot. It's a lot for me. But yeah, chest. I don't think you really fuck up chest with dumbbells. Unless you're like real crooked, you know? Like you'll feel it when you're messing up in this regard. Whereas in the machine, I feel like you can kind of play yourself, which I've seen in the footage just then. Which maybe I need to elongate my things backwards. So I need to make sure it's tighter to my chest. I don't know, but that was one set. Now the last. Actually, maybe I know nothing, but I feel like this is clean. Well done, me. I'll give myself a win on this regard. Ooh, well, I mean, that's not really my fault. I was noticing the barbells are slightly tilted when going to the very top, but in that same sense, my hands can't exactly have the most grip to make it straight. So I'm trying to work with the best I got, you know? But ultimately, that's fine. It seems relatively straight. Again, like I said, it's kind of hard to mess up this one. But anyways, you know, good job, me. Anyways, next workout. Oh, that just looked really lame. Well, anyways, showing you guys what I do in the what do you call it when I'm just not warming up or whatever, moving on to the next cycle of things. I am just really coming across. I really want to be here right now. Me and editing. Sorry. Anyways, yes, this is just what I'm doing in the background of me moving on to each individual thing. Again, making sure the bot is warm and all these things. Also, I don't know, man. I can't get enough of the reflex bag. It's just a blast. It's so fun to use. It's rhythmic. It feels like, I don't know, playing the drums. I never really played the drum, but I mean, it just feels like what that would feel like. Anyways. And almost got hit in the face. Really, really close there. Ah, yes, the holy trinity of chest. Basically, if there's any chest movement / workout that I would suggest, it is this, which is called the chest fly. You can do it with a rubber band, or preferably this kind of setup where you're actually dealing with like metal and like, you know, higher weight rather than just resistance. But yes, we're doing, what is it? Oh fuck, I don't remember how. When I'm there, I remember. I know it's 5 is the weight that we're doing this with. We're pressing. So we're pressing 55 weight, and I'm focusing on compressing my chest at its peak. I tried a bunch of things, but this was the best that worked for me, is when I kind of slowed down and made sure that when I was at the very peak of your chest clenching, holding it there for a couple seconds, and then releasing. But yes, this is a banded chest fly or just a chest fly. And we do this for 3 sets of, what was it? Shit, I think it was, I mean, clear. Oh no, I know what it was. It was 23. That was what it was. So we do 3 sets of 23, slowing down when we get to the center of my chest, and that's why it is so brutal. But it's also the one that kills my chest the most. So the next day you're like, oh my god, what the hell happened? But yeah, it works out. It's good. If you guys want to work out chest, I would highly suggest this one. This one that I found the most results from as well, in terms of being like, hey, my chest is no longer a little baby chest. Well, fucking damn nipples keep popping out. Maybe you don't want a big chest. Maybe you want to wear a shirt like a fucking normal person. It's not my fault. My chest and my upper body gets real warm and my feet freeze down there. Anyways, Also, to be a bit serious here, I noticed that my arms, at least on the first one, this one's a little better, but on the first one I was kind of higher when I go to make the cross almost. I'm like, my arms kind of are higher and they come lower as I come into my chest. So
here it seems I'm kind of fine. I have the inverse problem where I'm actually going out lower, which I think is what you want. I think if you're kind of working a part of your upper shoulder if you're too wide and kind of like doing a T-pose rather than slightly bending your wrist down so that it affects your chest. I don't know for certain. I'm not an expert in any of this at all. I'm just doing my best. Doing my best. Also, ow. This one really hurt. Because, yeah, it takes a lot out of you. It takes all of it out of you. And it's also hard a little bit on your joints and your shoulders. Maybe I'm doing something that's wrong then. Also, I'm a bit of a sick fuck, so I'm laughing at my pain. Anyways, moving on. And the lighting is atrocious. What am I doing? Am I making faces? What's happening? Oh yes, I'm just, again, more B-roll basically. I just set up the camera in the hopes that I'd find out what I do when I'm just not thinking, and turns out I can't not think that the camera's watching me, so I don't know what you want from me. Anyways, we just punch in. This is what I do on the off end. Moving on. Okay, so we're listening to Not Royally Free. Well, it should hopefully doesn't get picked up by copyright, but we're close, ladies and gentlemen, to being able to drink the coffee, which is not a lot. It's half, but I'm close. We gotta do one more workout and then we're home free for some well-needed help at this point. Because yeah, yesterday killed me for whatever reason. Not great. Anyways. And that is precisely why we don't use the camera audio, because it's goddamn atrocious. I can't speak, but you get what I'm trying to say. Okay. Also, my much-needed help was my coffee. It's like a little boost that you kind of need. Anyways, this workout is, that'd be an overhead extension. So as you guys see here, you just bring it to the top of your head, and you bring it down behind your back, and you squeeze upwards, bang. But we do this for 4 sets of... It's weird. Okay, so I guess the way I could explain this is, at the end, I go from 10 to 14. So the first set, I do 11. And the second set, I do 12. And then the third set, I do 13. And the fourth set, I do 14. I'm not sure what that adds up to. It's just the way I found out my muscle kind of perfectly burns out. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the 14th, or the 4th one, where we're doing 14 of those overhead extensions. Also, onto the portion of me seeing if I do it wrong. I seen a couple, back then, just like a couple seconds ago, I seen that well, it's weird, because the first one that I do is always a bit janky, but then the following one, the last one I do, in this case is the 4th one, it seems more or less ironed out. Or maybe it was just the angle that you guys could see that I was rolled forward, and this one I can't. But yeah, that's something I noticed. Naturally, my shoulders and everything roll forward, which I don't think it's natural. I think it is just shitty posture, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, that happens. So there's kind of this weird tension happening. Also, if you guys see me bob a little bit, it's because I try to give myself a placebo effect of momentum going upward just to help me a tiny bit, but it's not enough to actually make shit happen. You know what I mean? It's just like a placebo effect. Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the last of our workouts is called the press down. And also, it's the one that I'm the most sketched out about seeing the way I do it, and I'm worried that I don't do it properly, and I feel like I don't. Anyways, this is called the press down. We do, how much weight is it? That's a 25 and then 210. So that'd be 45 on both sides, which would be 90 goddamn pounds on us doing the press down. Now, yeah, that don't look right. Then again, I mean, I'm just making up excuses, but my hands, I always have to make sure they're kind of in line, because the way you're supposed to do it would put a lot of tension on your wrist. And yeah, I don't want to break my wrist. So I do it this way, but I think I'm working on my back then. Also, I think I probably should have it higher, or at least squat down a little bit. Also, how many do I do these for? 16, right? So we do 3 sets of 16 for the press downs. I'd probably say that at the beginning, but yeah. Also, hyped about this, I'm probably going to come back in the frame and be like, hey-o, goddamn coffee, right? Ah, yes, I did. So again, this is my last workout, and we still have 2 more sets to go. So that's when I drink the rest of my coffee, and my body's like, okay, let's take this home, because we still got to do stomach stuff and all this other stuff. Cause I can drink the other half. That's what I was saying. But we're still not done after we do that. We still got to do the stomach thing. Okay. Just a side note, don't talk to people at the gym. Like, right there was me trying to communicate with you guys whilst being limited with blood reserves, frankly. And just generally not having it. So, don't do that at the gym. Ah, yes, and this is my horrible, horrible attempt. Also, yes, there's shit on the floor. Anyways, not shit, but like garbage crap. Anyway, but yes, there's, I was trying to show you guys the weight, which honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure if I've done for every single workout. I don't exercise for, what do you call it? like a numbers game or anything like that. I strictly do it to be healthy. So as much as I may not even be lifting very heavy with anything, but that's not why I do it anyway, so that's fine. So I'm not too keen always on telling you guys what's happening. Also, right now, here's my stupid way of being like, there's still so much to go. But that's basically the strength training aspect of it done. So yes, or weight training. It's not that's what it's called, weight training. Anyways, moving on. Now, because at this point I'm becoming a lazy shit, we're only showing you guys number 1 of this. So you know how it's like for this yesterday was 3 sets of 16? Yes, 3 sets of 16. Same thing today, except I'm only showing you guys the first set because yeah, usually I show you guys the beginning and then the end, but I just couldn't be bothered. Even though the other one I did, but I just forgot to hit record, or I think I just decided not to. Honestly, I didn't forget anything. I was just like, I don't want to do it. Anyway, same thing, bring it to your stomach, or bring it to your knees, to your stomach, to again crunch your abs, stomach, whatever. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's late at night and I'm having a friggin' stroke or something. It's hard for me to speak, frankly. Anyways, we did this yesterday. This is the crunch with weighted... I honestly don't know what it's called, but it's basically a crunch with a weight on your neck, so it's harder to pull down, forcing you to crunch your stomach more. But this is also one of those weird ones where I feel like it is all in the way that you do it, and I feel like, having seen the footage yesterday, I feel like I maybe used my upper back a little, like almost pulling with my neck, but also if you guys see that on my, like, everything's engaged like my arms, it's because I'm having to hold the weight to my body, you know what I mean? So I am having to activate my arms a little bit. But it's my stomach that I'm worried about. I'm not sure if I should try to crunch or if I should just come down like a straight piece of wood, you know what I mean? Or like instead of like curving when I get closer to the bottom. Because weirdly enough, that one feels like when you're just going straight and not trying to crunch, that one feels like it activates your stomach more. Because right now it feels like when I kind of curl my back like that and you do the crunch, it kind of feels like I'm activating the center of my back almost, which is weird. But yeah, we do 3 sets of 13? Yeah, 13. Sometimes it's 14, but this week has been pretty brutal because, again, like I mentioned in the intro, I haven't been pacing myself at all, and that's just not great. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost home free. We have 2 more to do, legs and then lower back, which is that weird, like, up and down motion. Looks like you're trying to plank almost. Anyways, that's for the end. But I will say, a little tease, tomorrow is the worst day of all the workouts. Well, not true at all, actually. Monday and Friday are clearly the worst, but in general speak, for most people's workouts, this particular body part is the worst workout thing. Oh, okay. Anyway. I'll be honest, out of all the exercises that I've done today, this one frustrates me the most because the legs don't look like they're hitting hard, and it sucks because it's like, motherfucker, they hit hard and they hurt. So it's like, god damn it, why is this doesn't physically look like it's causing much of anything? But I could promise you that, well, maybe not. Maybe it's not enough force at all. My little baby feet are just like, ow, please. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting bad angles. Or maybe I just got little weak baby feet. I don't know. Or legs. Who knows? Who knows? Tomorrow, you guys will see. Anyways. But yeah, I'm having a bad time. As you guys can see my face. I'm like, especially my left leg. My left leg is the one that I'm just, again, I'm less flexible with it, so I end up not being able to engage my muscles in the same fire way, kind of like a piston, kind of like bing, bing, rather than, it's just kind of like a weird, it doesn't feel as clean, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's my left leg. Also, my left leg is where I hold on my weight in my back. So my front leg leads, or sorry, my right leg leads, and my left leg kind of holds my body weight in my center. So when you're having to pivot, what normally holds your center weight to your right leg, which doesn't, it's just in general weird. But yeah, just going through all the paces, all the kicks. I don't know what this one is called. I just see people do it. Again, any martial arts, anything, is me just being like, seeing someone and being like, that looks awesome. How would I mimic that? And then trying to also take in the application of thinking what would happen in an actual scenario and where and how you would use that thing, that move, in that scenario. But no, I in hindsight, I really wish I would have got into like martial arts at a young age, because it does wonders for the mind, just the physical aspect of it. Like, again, dopamine straight to the head. That's why I do this a lot of the time as well. It's just nice having that consistency. Also, exercise in general, to me at least, is always been a meditation. Like, I suck at meditating in general, but goddamn, is this my thing in terms of like, I feel calm, serene, and focused, but also not focused at all. It's this weird thing. And then, yeah, side kicks. Yeah, side kicks, by the way. We're going to be doing them. Those ones hurt the most right now. Because, again, like I mentioned, for a punching bag, at least for this one, all the weight, because of gravity, is all the sand or whatever's in there that's hard as hell is compressed at the bottom. So when you hit, it hurts a lot. And there's virtually no give, whereas in the top bag, there's some. When you hit the lower part of the top bag, which was connected to the other bag. Okay. Anyways, we're doing it, and just generally, I'm worse with my left leg, as you guys can see. Maybe I'm too critical on myself. I don't know. But also, at this point, I'm 2 days into my feet just being painful. Or in pain. Getting this shit smacked out of them. Also, I'm not sure you guys can see that, but goddamn, do I have a giant arch in my foot. Basically, the center of my foot never touches the ground. It's only my top part and my very heel that touches. Anyways, who cares? My little freak feet over there. Anyways, moving on. Also, I don't know what it was. Some days you exercise and you're revving to go, and this one was just a stamina day depletion. I'm not sure if I just didn't eat the right things or what, because that definitely does play a part in it. Also, I think I forgot to do my spinning kicks or my back kicks, hence why we're back to readjusting the camera, because I didn't think far enough ahead. So, boo me. But anyways. Yeah, I think in the future I think I'll stop trying to go for force and try to go, because I'm noticing right now my knee's far too low when I kick. Your knee should be leveled with your hip, or give or take around there, where it's not that much, and you're lacking power, and you also could potentially hurt yourself because all that pressure is on your knee joint rather than being right through your whole leg into your thigh and your hip. I think, at least, that's what. I think I don't know. I watch a lot of martial arts videos, so hopefully some information gets stuck in there. But I can just see by the film that it feels kind of fine, but it doesn't. That one's fine. That one right there. Hopefully I'll keep this synced up. But yeah, that one was pretty okay. That one wasn't. My knee's not high enough. There we go. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's weird. It's a toss-up. I think that's what we'll focus on next, because right now my feet are actually getting pretty taxed from iron bone, hitting it hard. So I think the next week I'll focus on cardio, because I've always wanted to do that. Just 1 week of pure cardio, so 5 days a week of just trying to burn out energy reserves. Because I've never done it. I always thought it'd be fun to try. But yeah, I wanted to focus on just being accurate. But yeah, I wanted to instead of doing iron bone, because I've been doing it for 3 weeks now, instead of doing that, I'll do just try to be clean. Trying to do ones less but perfect. You know what I mean? More kicks that are just the exact right muscle being activated at the exact right moment. Because again, that's something that I know for sure, but it's skill and perfection of something never comes with speed. At least not at first. Usually you start off slow, you master that basic movement, and then via you just doing that basic movement many times, you can then activate speed, and you can start building speed and speed and speed. But if you just start to try to do something fast, you're always going to sacrifice all the other things that come into place, which is being hurt, basically. If you're going to kick something and you do it in the wrong way, it could all impact on your knee. Same reason why you punch the way that you do, which I don't think I actually told you guys this, but you basically punch with 2 knuckles, or at least you try to hit with those 2 knuckles every time, because it's the center of your fist, or whatever. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Also, anyways. Also, this, ladies and gentlemen, is what a very spent grin looks like. God, yuck. Just yuck. But anyways, we're going to be doing this for lower back. Did I ever mention to you guys why we do this? Well, it's not too much of a crazy story, honestly. The long story short is when I do my job, I'm at a standing desk, more or less, where I'm working with my hands a lot, and I'm having to lean forward and do all these other things. So basically, it ends up making it so my lower back feels taxed, or just my back gives out real quick, and it's just genuinely painful. So this is an exercise to help build muscle for your lower back. So hopefully if you have the same problem as me, your back always hurts like hell, especially your lower back. Maybe try doing this exercise and build muscle back there, because recently it's been getting better. I've been able to do it longer without the pain arriving, but if I do it for too long, the pain will come back. So I still don't have enough muscle back there, keeping me safe and all my shit in place and my spine safe. Which, out of all the things to build, probably the thing that guards your spine is probably a good place to start, you know? And yeah, having looked at the footage and just thinking about the day, I remember it being hard, but in the footage, man, you really see it. Like, I'm not happy in my face and etc. For whatever reason, usually Tuesday is the easiest day for me. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just didn't have any fuel, which honestly is not shocking. It's happened many times where, like, you go 2 weeks and just kill it. Like, you hit everything that you need to, you feel great. And then other days, the whole week's trash, and other days like this, just Tuesday was one that was really messed up and, like, difficult and, like, for whatever reason, extra taxing. Maybe you didn't need enough food, maybe you didn't need enough calories or fats or whatever.
So like I said in the beginning, yes, I'm getting taxed more because I'm doing things faster, which is not good. I don't believe in, like, again, fatigue seeking. So that's not good. That's what I gotta stop. Because I'm playing with my my microphone seal. Anyways, cap. But yeah, no, I need to try to get out of my head because, again, maybe it's just like reflex for editing and YouTube videos and daily uploads for like 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. Yeah, it's created that, like, haste in my body to where, like, as soon as it's set up, boom, let's bang it out and film it. But then you wake up the next morning and you're like, ugh, I didn't let my body recover at all in the moment. So it's doing it now in a very brutal and messy way. Needless to say, I ache all over my back. I cut off an hour, which, I mean, 3 hours. Close, but still, I'm worried for tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is legs.
Oh shit, I spoiled it.
Also, that's something I'm just gonna throw out there. I don't know. These are back to back. Like yesterday, we did Monday or whatever. Today is Tuesday. I'm not sure if I want to do every single day, like Wednesday, because well, I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to. I'm not sure if I want to film it, because leg specifically is it's difficult. It's like a pain difficult kind of thing because I only do it once per week. And yeah, I like listening to music. It helps me get into this, like, state of flow and getting it done and moving on past it. Whereas if I have to keep setting things up, it just gets annoying. And also when I exercise, exercise for me is like escape and meditation basically. So when I can't use music really, or else the music's silent, which I didn't like on the Mondays videos. Hence why this video hopefully has some sound, besides just the blatant music in the background and my dumbass. But yeah, I'm basically just kind of worried about that little baby hiccup.
I get over it when we film Wednesday, whatever.
because yeah, it not being able to listen to the music and having to manage, like, okay, what would be a semi-okay shot, which oftentimes I fail at, but even still, it's creating kind of an annoyance where I'm like, it's like eating away at me, which I think if I just do it next week, I would be fine, but also I don't want to do that. I want to do it all in one go, so you guys can see, like, well, again, you guys will always see my body break down throughout the week. Like when we do our warm up with the reflex bag, I'm just like, because my body's like, I don't feel taxed, but I physically don't have any more strength left. Because your body eventually stops sending you signals if you do it consistently. Monday is the only day that you really feel like, oh god, back into this hell. But yeah, we're past that, kinda, sorta. My back is getting taxed, right? At least recently, but. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button above. Nope. Here or here. Things to click if you so desire. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And again, tell me anything that you do for chest, what workout's like the greatest. Hopefully I have equipment and access to that said exercise. But regardless, thank you so much for your time and goodbye.